Hey everyone, it's Waddies here, and today I want to bring you a tutorial video for Black Ops 3. It's an advanced movement tutorial for something that I like to call slide hopping. Now before I go forward, I do have to bring up that this is just for zombies, and the reason for that is because, as you probably guessed from the name slide hopping, it is heavily reliant on the slide mechanic, which is unlimited in zombies, however requires a bit of a recharge when it comes to campaign and multiplayer. Anyway, to go over slide hopping, I'm going to talk about what it is, how to do it, when it's useful, when it might not be so useful, and a couple time trial tests I did. Alright, so slide hopping is basically a way of allowing you to move around the map a lot quicker than you would otherwise be able to, and this is done by chaining multiple slides together, by basically sliding, then jumping, sliding, jumping, sliding, jumping, etc. Conceptually, it's not all that different from something like Titanfall or Counter-Strike when it comes to bunny hopping, although it does work far differently, but you do get the same effect of moving a lot quicker than you would otherwise be able to. The key to doing slide hopping properly is in the timing, so you have to realize when it's appropriate to jump and then when it's appropriate to slide, and really messing up the timing on either of these things will mess up the entire process and will make the slide not work. So to do slide hopping, there's two major things that you need to remember. The first one is that you need to hit your jump while you're in the slide before the slide is done. And the other thing is that you need to hit the slide before your jump is done. You absolutely need to hit the slide button before your model hits the ground. And that's because basically when you hit the slide in the air, the game will automatically transfer you into a slide. However, if you try to hit it right when you hit the ground or something, the game has your character model do a bounce, which brings you to a complete stop, and if you're stopped, you can't slide. Now to demonstrate this, we'll go through an example quickly where I say exactly where I would press slide and where I would press jump. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slide hop from this furniture section that I'm at right now, and I'm going to slide hop to the Canal District gate. And while I do it, I'm going to say slide, jump, while I do those actions so that you guys can get a sense of my timing and even practice yourselves with your own keyboard or controller or whatever while I'm performing the actions. Okay, let's get started. Ready, set, go. Slide, jump, 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 slide, jump. Alright, so hopefully that gives you guys some help with timing it yourselves. For the video, we're going to transfer now over into when slide hopping is most useful. And I think the most obvious answer is when you have to get from A to B quickly. So if you need to revive someone, it's really useful. If you need to turn on a teleporter on Doris or the Giant or whatever, it's really useful to make sure that you don't run out of time. It's really just useful for moving around the map, and it can also save you time. Like say it went down and you have to go and get all your perks back, you can make your party wait for a little less longer by slide hopping. Another thing is that you can actually train zombies really well by sliding, and this is because you can slide under their arms and fit through some really tight areas. However, the problem with this, and you'll see this right here, is that after you slide and you get up, you can go really red because the zombies windmill you. And I've actually found that if you slide hop, you're too fast for the zombies to do that and to make you really red, so you actually get out of most of those situations. And the slide hopping is actually really effective for training. This last thing is a little bit more of a fun thing, and that's that you can actually look and feel like a complete badass by slide hopping. For example, I opt to slide off a cliff, turn around, backward slide, and shoot a bunch of zombies with my exploding pistols. Doesn't really get better than that. Anyway, all joking aside, let's transfer into the negatives of slide hopping. And the really big thing is that if you're training and you miss it, you run a really big risk of getting caught or stuck. And you'll see that right here, I go to actually slide hop, and I miss the slide, and my character actually goes to go prone, and I go really red as a result of it, and had I not had my monkeys there to save me, there is a chance that I would have gone down and ended my game. Alright, so in a second, I'm going to transfer into the final part of the video, where it's a split-screen race between me slide hopping and me doing normal, traditional CoD movement running. It's in Shadows of Evil from the furniture section to the Canal Gate District. It's a there and back race. So, without further ado, ready, set, and go. Anyway, as we can see, slide hopping is definitely quicker to the traditional method of running in Call of Duty Zombies, and as such I definitely recommend that you try and do it. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. I'm Waddies, and I'll see you in-game.